There's this thing about people who get stuff done and achieve their dream life. And it's not that they're fearless, it's not that they never worry about the outcome, it's just that they're willing to look completely ridiculous in front of everyone while they're still figuring stuff out. So welcome back to this channel. In this video, we're gonna talk about how the fear of looking stupid is holding you back. If you're a person who has big dreams, big goals, however, you keep getting stuck, it might be because you're afraid of other people seeing you fail. The really uncomfortable truth is that oftentimes you have to be seen trying publicly in order to succeed. Think about anyone who you're looking up to. They've probably had to start from zero and maybe had a few really embarrassing moments before they even manage to get successful or known or just really good at what they're doing. I could bet you that all of the people who are amazing at delivering talks, like for instance, people who teach, people who hold TED Talks, all of those started by being really uncomfortable speaking in front of people and have probably at some point in their lives made mistakes in front of a crowd of people or maybe on live TV. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't let that hold them back. So let's talk about why the thing that holds most people back isn't the lack of skill or of time or time management. It's not the lack of luck or looking good. It's just a paralyzing fear of being seen by others in the process of becoming who they want to become. And that fear is exactly why so many really smart, really capable people are not where they want to be. They're just stuck. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. And if you want more weekly motivation, check out my newsletter. When did you last do something in public that you were genuinely bad at? Like, really just think about it. I feel like there's this specific kind of awkwardness and cringe about being seen being a beginner as an adult. As children, we have absolutely no problem with doing it. I mean, I remember when I was little, I would be fine with learning any sport, with being bad at it first. And I genuinely had fun trying things, even if I was bad at it. And honestly, sometimes I think that it would be ideal to have that energy back and just love doing things and trying new things as an adult, even if others see us doing those things. The thing is, people feel so awkward doing things as adults, you know? Think about beginners at the gym. They're always like, oh my God, what if I make a mistake? What if someone sees me using this machine wrong? People get so in their head about not being seen being a beginner. It's almost like you have to hide the fact that you're a beginner because otherwise people might notice and they might say something about that. And that can feel really embarrassing and cringy. And it's something a lot of people desperately want to avoid. Also, just asking questions, you know? I'm almost graduating university and I have to think about all of the lectures where I've sat in where no one understood anything. The professor would ask, hey, are there any questions? And no one would raise their hand. Why? And I've genuinely talked with people about this. Everyone is saying, well, it seems like everyone in the lecture room gets it. So I don't want to be the only one asking questions because that would signal to other people that I don't get it. And that is, again, it's embarrassing. It's cringy, or it feels like it. Let me clarify. I do not believe in the concept of cringe or embarrassment. It's just something we make up. There are people who do really embarrassing things and they go to bed peacefully. They can sleep through the night because they don't care. So this idea of being cringe and embarrassing is just something we make up and something we should stop making up. There's no point losing sleep over something you've done that might have come across as embarrassing. At the end of the day, who cares? Embarrassment only lives in your mind. Let me tell you, I feel like everyone wants to become an influencer nowadays, but I've found it so difficult starting social media because it feels so scary knowing that there are people from your hometown watching your videos that get 10 views and they're probably laughing their asses off. It's so scary, it's so difficult, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. And this doesn't only apply to social media, but I feel like it's a really good example because it's something you have to do very publicly if you want to be good at it, right? Like you cannot just not post videos and then suddenly become an influencer. That's not how it works. I've loved the idea of posting videos forever and ever. I've been wanting to do this forever. I posted my first video when I was 20, which is like 4 years ago, because that's the moment, that's the age where I finally got over the idea that I should let other people's opinions of me dictate my future. And I am so glad I did. That decision to do something, to post to be seen while being bad. I mean, have you seen my first video? It's not great. But that was one of the best things I've ever done in my life because it taught me so much. I didn't only learn video editing skills and how to talk on camera, but I learned that genuinely, who the fuck cares? Like, that's the lesson. You shouldn't care about other people seeing you try because at least you're trying. There are people who aren't even trying, and I feel like that is worse. Do not be the person who has built an identity of someone who has it together and is so afraid of destroying that identity that you don't take a chance on yourself. It is amazing to be the person who has it together, and trying something new might threaten that image. It might completely destroy that image, but I would argue that it is always worth it. I've seen so many videos recently of corporate dropouts who were climbing the corporate ladder, who were slaying at their job, and who then just decided to take a chance on making videos. And of course, the videos in the beginning were bad, and a lot of people also recount instances where their work colleagues would make fun of them. But guess who's laughing now? Because most of those people have quit their corporate job, or at least have the option to do so because they've built something that they're really passionate about. And in my book, that is the ultimate win. Think about every skill you haven't tried building because you're afraid of being bad at it first, every conversation you've avoided because it felt awkward, every video you didn't post, every job application you didn't send because you just thought, well, maybe I'm underqualified and maybe they're gonna laugh at me for even trying to get this job. All of those are lost opportunities. You need to try, and you need to be willing to look stupid sometimes. All of the people you admire have looked stupid at some point in their lives, and they've embraced it, maybe for a very long time. That is the difference between people who are now successful and happy with what they're doing and people who are not. No one's first try is genuinely good, and that is the beauty of it. And let's be completely honest about this. The people who laugh at beginners are never the ones who do anything with their lives. I've never seen someone who's been consistently going to the gym and has amazing results and an amazing body laugh at a beginner. I've never seen a really successful business person laugh at someone who's just starting their first startup or their first small business selling jewelry. I've never seen a genuinely good popular YouTuber who makes genuinely good YouTube videos that actually help people in some way laugh at someone who's just starting out. The ones laughing are the ones who never try, and no one ever remembers them. And you shouldn't waste a second thinking about the people who might or might not be laughing at you because you're trying. Just keep trying. At some point, you're going to succeed, and you're going to be the last one laughing. There is a cost of protecting this ideal image of a person who has it together. You might genuinely miss out on your dream life because you're so worried about the image that you're projecting to other people. You're so worried about not seeming like someone who has it together that you never get what you truly genuinely want. And now that we've gone through why the fear of looking stupid happens and why it's not good and why you should change it, let's actually talk about how to change it. My life genuinely changed for the better once I started realizing that feeling uncomfortable is not a sign of danger, at least not in the context of building your dream life. Look, we all know we come from cavemen. Some of the behaviors that cavemen had are still ingrained into us hundreds and thousands of years ago. It was really important to be in a comfortable space, to be in your little cave. Because if you go outside, there are animals out there and they could eat you. And that is not something anyone wants. So obviously, it was really important to retreat into safety whenever you felt uncomfortable. But nowadays, we don't live in caves anymore, and there's no real danger coming from people judging you. People judging you is not the same thing as a tiger lurking somewhere in the woods. For some reason, your brain nowadays might make you feel genuine fear once you're stepping out of your comfort zone. I've genuinely had instances where I was standing in front of people and I had to talk in front of people, like hold a presentation or have a public talk, and I would be trembling, my heart would be racing. I would have the same flight response as someone running away from a predator. And I think it is really important to put it into context. There's no real danger there. When you're afraid of speaking in front of people, there's no real danger. It might feel like it is, but it is not. The worst thing that can happen is that you embarrass yourself in front of them. Look, if you do that, you didn't lose anything. You didn't get hurt. You still have your life. You can still go home. You can still eat in peace. You can still sleep in peace because you don't have to feel embarrassed. Embarrassment is a choice. Being outside of your comfort zone and being sometimes afraid and maybe anxious about what is going to happen is not always bad. It is oftentimes a sign of growth. These little moments where we feel really uncomfortable are the moments that can help us grow so much. I went from being really afraid of speaking in front of people to being like just fine with it and sometimes even enjoying it because I pushed myself to go through those moments and I tried my best even when my hands were trembling and I just did it again and again. And I said yes to all of the opportunities that came my way where I could have the chance to speak in front of people. I also said yes to all of the opportunities where I had the chance to go to networking events or to get to know new people that I've never met before. And I used to be a person so afraid of going to like a party or any type of social setting where I didn't know anyone. I have literally in the past canceled things that I genuinely would have liked to go to because I didn't know the people there. And I feel like that made me miss out on so much. But ever since I started saying yes to those opportunities, my life changed because it made me uncomfortable. It's always scary to go somewhere where you don't know people, but there was no real danger. And those events always ended up being really fun and I got to meet a lot of people and make some friends. Going there, being on the way there, it always felt scary. But again, there's no real danger, even if it feels like it. There's no tiger running after you. You don't have to retreat to your cave. You just need to face the fear, feel the fear. Do it anyway. Maybe even try to enjoy it. That is the secret. Try to have some fun doing these scary things. Don't overstress about looking stupid. First of all, who gets to decide what looking stupid is? Who is the judge of that? It's so subjective. Second of all, who cares? Third of all, instead of thinking about, oh, I don't want to look stupid, think about if you're doing something that means something to you and you're looking stupid while doing it, it's fine. That's a win. If you've always wanted to post videos and now you're finally posting videos and maybe you're looking stupid while doing that, it should be worth it to you. It is worth it for you. You're getting closer to your goals. You're achieving your goals in the process. And that makes it always worth it. And can I be completely honest with you? I feel like this fear of looking stupid never fully goes away, and that is fine. I've gotten over so many things that I had been afraid of before, right? Over the fear of speaking in public, over the fear of failing publicly by posting YouTube videos, over the fear of going to events alone. But there are still moments where I think no, I don't want to do this because I'm not good at it. And then I literally just have to slap myself on the hand because what do you mean? I would miss out on so many things. My friend group recently organized a paddle event game type of thing. I'm really bad at racket sports. I'm fine with tennis now after having played it for 2-ish years, but I've never played paddle before. And I was so worried I was gonna go there and look dumb and lose and that my teammate was gonna not have fun because I'm playing so badly. But you know what? We didn't win. But we had so much fun. And since then we've been going to play paddle more often and it's always so much fun, even if we're just doing bullshit. You miss out on so much fun and so many experiences if you keep saying no to things because you're afraid of being seen trying. And usually the window where you're looking stupid, where you're genuinely bad at something, is always shorter than you think. Humans are amazingly adaptive and you learn really quickly. So to be completely honest, being bad at something only lasts usually a couple of weeks, if that. And regardless of how long it takes, what is on the other side, the experiences you can have, the joy and happiness you can find in doing the thing, and your dream life, reaching your goals, is always worth it. So bestie, I have homework for you because watching videos and not doing anything with them doesn't help you. So this week I want you to do one thing that makes you look stupid. If that means applying to a job you're underqualified for, go do it. If that means trying a sport you've never tried before, do it. Maybe you want to post something. Maybe you want to write an article. Do it, and don't do it because it's perfect or because you want to prove something to someone. Do it because you care more about your happiness and your goals than how you're perceived by others. And with that being said, let me know in the comments what you're going to do. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.